guys, welcome to the first video in a series of lessons that it's just going to teach you some very basic guitar, give you some drills to practice, and just hopefully try and get you better at guitar. So this is aimed at like complete beginners. So I'll be playing on a classical guitar for now. I may be playing on an acoustic or electric later, but for now we're going to start out on a classical guitar. So I'm going to just assume that you're a complete beginner here. So on the guitar, you want good technique on both the right hand and the left hand. If you're left-handed, just switch everything over. So on the left hand, you don't want the thumb too much over the top. You want it just towards the top here, and just keep it nice. Anything that's comfortable. And it's probably going to correspond probably near your middle finger, so it's going to be clamping like this up here. And the fingers, when you're playing, you want them to be nice and curved, and make sure that it's only you're playing on your fingertips, and it's only touching one string at a time. You don't want to be muting the other strings unless you're doing that on purpose, if you need to mute that string. But you want to just have nice curved fingers and just a nice relaxed hand when you're playing. When you're fretting on one finger, you don't want to have these cramped up. In fact, I sometimes have trouble with my third finger. My pinky will sort of tense up. You want to keep your fingers nice and loose while you're playing on the different strings. Okay, so obviously the guitar has 6 strings. The name of the notes are E, A, D, G, B, E. That's what you're going to be tuning to, and you always want to make sure you tune your guitar and get your ears a little more adapted to it. I just replaced the strings on this guitar, so chances are it's going to be dropping out of tuning rather quickly. Okay, so here, I'm going to give you the first drill that I want you to practice. I'm using Jazz 3 picks. Just play with whatever picks you want to use. I know that the Dunlops are pretty popular. So let's go over the little pick holding technique here. Basically, let me see if I can get a better angle here. But you want to have your hand, I'm going to be teaching you how to hold it with 2 fingers. Your index finger and your thumb. So this finger is just going to, if you want, think of it like as almost like a 45-degree angle on your index finger, and your pick's sort of going to go over it like this. And then the thumb's going to pretty much come down on top of it like that. Alright, so what we're going to do here is just first start out with a very basic picking drill just to get you comfortable with it. And remember, it's not going to be your arm movement when you're picking. It's not going to be this movement while you're picking like this. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be an emphasis on the wrist movement up and down. So some people like to plant their pinky on the guitar. Other people like to plant it on the bridge. Me personally, I want to keep it more free, so I don't normally usually plant. Sometimes I'll plant a little bit and mute the upper strings on top of the strings like this. Or sometimes I'll just leave it free. So here's the first drill. I want you to just start on the high E string, just open, and I just want you to alternate pick, which is basically up, down, up, down. Make sure you keep practicing that. You don't want to just be going down, 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 down. Because up, down, you can play a lot faster that way. So just on the bottom, the highest E string, I want you to just practice getting nice, consistent picking. Alright, so let's make a little drill out of this. I want you to just play this string, the high E 4 times, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go on to the next string. And then go back up. So that's going to be your first drill for now. Just to get that picking, you need to get used to just having this down, up, down movement just built into your hands, so you don't really have to think about it while you're playing. And then the second drill, which is for your left hand, what you're going to be doing here is, from here, I'm just going to tell you the fret numbers here. The first fret, second, third, fourth fret here. So what I want you to do is with the left hand, just first finger on the E, a low E, first fret, and just pluck that, and you're going to be alternating picking here. So it's 1 there, and then 2nd fret, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, and then 4th finger, 4th fret. Then you're going to go on to the next string, back to the 1st finger, 1st fret, and go back up, next string. Make sure you're keeping those fingers nicely curved, and it's, try and get it comfortable. Next string. So once you've gone to the 4th fret of the high E string, what you're going to do is simply shift your whole hand over 1 fret. So now you're on the 5th fret, and you're going to go backwards. So it's going to be the pinky, there, there, there. And then you're going to go on the pinky, back on the 5th fret of the next string. Just keep going. Next string, 5th fret, pinky. So now when you're here again, you slide it back up. 1. And go back up, and you're just going to keep doing this. Just keep your rhythm nice and consistent. Just take it nice and slow if you have to. Okay, so, and you're just going to go all the way up the neck. I would just go basically as far as you can, because you want to practice playing on these high frets as well, like up here. So that's your first drill. I want you to play that a couple times a day if you can. And it's just going to get both the hands synchronized with each other, and just you're going to work on the picking and you're going to work on the fretting as well. And a little tip for fretting, you want to go right behind that fret, because that's the least amount of effort and the best sound that you're going to get. So right behind. So right behind it. As you start going back out, you're going to get this fret buzzing sound. So you want to go right behind the fret, get a nice clean sound. If you push down too hard on the string, you're going to push it sharp a little bit. You can sort of hear it. So you just want to have a natural amount of tension. You don't want to over push on the strings. It's just going to make a hand tired and make it go out of pitch. So I want you to keep doing that drill just up the neck. And once you get a little bit better, and I want to make sure that you're keeping it nice and smooth, you're going to pluck the next string right as you change notes on the left hand. You don't want it. You want it nice and smooth just as you change the next note. The left hand and the right hand are nicely synchronized. Go as slow as you have to get it perfect. Alright, so once you do that, as you get more advanced and you get a little bit more comfortable with it, I want you to just double pluck for each note. So it's going to be 1, 1. So for each string, I'm plucking down ones and up ones. So it's. But I want you to try and keep the rhythm consistent. That if your your full notes are just like this, you want to keep the timing the same on the left hand, but you're just plucking twice, so you're going to be going faster. And once you've got that, and then you want to move on to 3, which is another good practice because the alternating is going to be changing from up and down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. eventually gonna get to 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Alright, so after that, which drill should we want to do? Alright. So I want you to keep practicing that, get it nice and consistent. And it's a nice warm-up drill that I normally do when I first pick up a guitar, just to warm up your fingers and your picking hand a little bit. So I guess I'll teach you your first song. I believe that most people will probably start out with, as their first song is Smoke on the Water, so I'm just going to follow the same tradition. So Smoke on the Water is a really easy song. You're going to be only on one string, which is the low E string. So it's going to sound like this. It's just something fun to play instead of just drills over and over again. So here, let me teach it to you. It's going to be the open E string, the low E string, just open, and then you're going to fret the 3rd fret, and then the 5th fret. Now just a little drill here, don't just use one finger to jump around on the fretboard. Use all 4 fingers if you can. So it's going to be open, 3, 5, alright? And then it's going to be open again, and then 3 again. And it's going to be a little bit quicker here, it's going to be 6, 5, one after the other. So 6, 5. So let's go over what we've learned so far. It's going to be open, 3, 5, and then open again, 3, and then 6, 5. One more time through. It's open, 3, 5, open, 3, 6, 5. And then the last time through, we're going to go open again, 3 to 5, and then back to 3, and then back to open. So let's play it through once. Open, 3, 5, open, 3, 6, 5, open, 3, 5, 3, open. And you just keep repeating that little riff over and over again. And you've learned your first song now, so congratulations. And if you get comfortable with that song, I'll just teach you one more song here, so you just have something to work on. It's Come As You Are by Nirvana. It's gonna sound like this. Okay, so how that's gonna be is gonna be open on the low E string, and then 1, 2. So it's open, 1, 2, and then you're gonna be hitting the 5th string here, the A string, which is the 2nd string up here if you're counting from this way, or it's the 5th string from the bottom. So it's open, 1, 2 on the low. Then you're gonna alternate with this note and then the 5th open. So it's gonna be. Alright, so let's go to that. 1, 2, open. Then hit that one more time. Back to 1, and then open, and you're going to hit the 2nd fret on the A string, which is the 5th string. So it's going to be, and then you're going to hit the low E string twice. Then you're going to hit the 2nd fret, 5th string one more time, and then you start it again. Okay, it's open, 2nd fret on the E, open, 2nd fret on the E, back to the 1st fret on the E, open on the E string, then the A string, 2nd fret, and then low E twice, and then once again on the 5th string, on the 2nd fret, and then you start it up again. Alright, well, that's your 2 songs. Congratulations.